I have had a number of people ask me how I irrigate my blackberries in these wicking tubs. And then when I show on a video how I irrigate them and how well they're doing, as you can tell, then they want to know why in the world do I irrigate in that manner. And they question the wisdom of doing what I do. So let me show you how I am irrigating and then tell you why I'm doing it that way. Explain my wisdom on that. So I just turned the irrigation system on. You can probably hear a little spitting and sputtering as it begins to kick on and come to each one of the emitters. But let me get you a close-up of what I'm doing and why I'm doing. First of all, you can see the pipe coming up here, and then it's a 1/2-inch feeder pipe, or the main line, going all the way down, following the just sitting on top of the tubs basically all the way down. And then let me show you how I irrigate and why I do it this way. So hopefully you can see this emitter right here, and it's putting out, it's a 2 gallon per minute emitter, and it's putting out, I usually run it for 90 minutes. That puts out 3 gallons of water, and these tubs hold 2.5 to 3 gallons of water, so I may be over watering, but it drains out the weep hole, so you can't over water. But I've been asked why in the world didn't I, since I have a fill tube on it, and since that's where Leon and everybody else says to water is down the fill tube, why would I water from above, from the soil line? Why would I water right here and not right here? So first of all, what I could have done is when I punched a hole in that, instead of putting an emitter in it, I could have put a 1/4-inch line with the emitter on the end of the line and drop it down in the hole. I've done that on tomatoes. I've done that on several things. Could have done it on this. However, that's more time, more money, in that you've got to have the 1/4-inch line. And it looks cool, you know, to have the line coming over here. But then there's 2 reasons I didn't do it that way. So when I turn the irrigation on, I can walk through here and look at each one of these emitters on these wicking tubs and see that they're not stopped up, they're on, they're working, they're flowing correctly. And if I need to change one out, I can change one out because they do get stopped up. But if I had a 1/4-inch tube running down the hole, I would have to pull each one of them out, look at the emitter, put it back in. This is just much easier visually to see that the irrigation system is doing what it's supposed to do. Also, if and when I run my fertilizer injection system, which allows fertilizer to come through mixed with the water to come through and fertilize these tubs, in my thinking, one of the reasons I did this is that fertilizer will seep down through all the root system and on its way to the reservoir at the bottom of this tub. So therefore, I feel like it gets the fertilizer to the roots better than if I just did it at the very bottom. Again, main reason is just so I can visually inspect each one of these daily, weekly, whenever I remember it. But also I think if I'm fertilizing through the drip system, I think as the fertilizer filters through the soil mix and down through the roots, I just think it gets there quicker, it does a better job. It doesn't have to be brought up by the roots, it's kind of there, you know. Again, the tube come down in here looks kind of cool, but it also kind of looks like they're on life support. Now, that's just not what I wanted to see. This has worked great for me. This is my 2nd year of using this system on these blackberries. I've got some on the other blackberries in the orange tubs. I'll show you in just a second. They're exactly the same way because it's worked so well, and I didn't want to change anything. So let me show you the other ones. These are Prime Arc Freedom blackberries in the blue tubs. My orange tubs are Ponca blackberry. It's a new blackberry. Let me show you those. So again, the system is on. It's kind of dark in there, but you can see I can walk through or drive through on my golf cart and see that these emitters are working as designed. And look at that hedge of first year canes. All these looked about like a pencil lead when I planted them 8 months ago, and look at them now. So they're loving what's going on. Sometimes I fertilize with the fertilizer injector, but a couple of weeks ago I came in here and kind of scratched around on top and scratched in the soil some granular fertilizer. I don't remember if it was 1313 or 10-20-10, but that really gave them a shot in the arm. I could tell a lot of growth from that, and I'm keeping them tied to the trellis. But just look at that. That's a beautiful hedge of first year Ponca blackberries. They have done spectacularly. I hope that makes it clear as to why I'm doing it. Just easy to check on the emitters and make sure they're all functioning, make sure they hadn't stopped up. And main reason, because it's working. It's working good. That's why I went ahead and did it on these Poncas. Working great. Why change it now? Hope you'll try it too. First of all, I hope you'll grow blackberries in containers. They have just done spectacularly for me. I'll do a video soon as to the pros and cons of blackberries in containers versus blackberries in the ground. You know, if you're going to grow a big patch for people to come pick or something like that for commercial use, then it's a different story. But just for your backyard, I'm going to recommend containers, and I'll tell you why in another video. Hopefully I'll shoot that and maybe have it up in a couple of weeks. So look for it. If you're not subscribed, do that and look for that video. Ring the bell so you'll get notified when I put up a new video. All right, we're gone.